What's up guys, and welcome back to another tutorial. I'm 7beats and today I'm gonna create a really chill beat for Aya Nakamura. So I hope you guys enjoy the tutorial. So in this video I'm gonna show you how I've created this beat, so I hope you enjoy. So I'm going to guide you through all the elements and give you all the necessary information you need. So first I'm going to start off with the chord progression, and this is just an A minor chord. And I've used the mid-range preset from the Melodies V2. And also make sure to play around with the velocity of the notes like this, otherwise it would sound like this. And right now it's way more in the background. So that's it when it comes to the chord progression. So I've created this melody using Purity. And this one is just the same melody, the same chord progression as the chords from the Melodies V2. And I've selected the bell and perc category and used the marimba, preset 33. So the chord and the marimba together sound like this. And then I've added the bass line. So I've just copied the root notes, so these notes, from the original chord and copied that into this bass line progression. So this is the bass line. And I've used the Mini V3 for Maturia and just used this 3-usk preset. So without any effects, this sounds like this. Just a really vintage bass. And then I've used this Pro Q3 and just removed all the high frequencies. So right now it sounds like this. So this is basically a low pass filter. And then I've added this limiter for some side chaining. So these elements together sound like this. And then I've added another layer and created this melody. And this is basically the Purity progression which I've already created. And I've added this melody on top of this one. And for this melody I've used Omnisphere. And I've selected the liquid tones preset and I've disabled all the effects because I've added them myself. So I've used this Pro Q3 and just used a low cut filter on the low frequencies and added a lot of reverb. So without the effects it sounds like this. Really dry. Adding the Pro Q3. And adding some reverb. So altogether it sounds like this. So right now I'm going to show you how I've created the drum pattern. So when creating the drum pattern I've used a lot of layers. So first I start off with this snare, this one, and created this really simple pattern. It's just a triplet pattern. And just duplicate the pattern, and I've used this anvil, this metallic sound, and layer it with the snare. And then I've used this jam block, this one, and also layer it with the two previous elements to give it some more mid frequencies. Then I've added another jam block, this one, and I've added some reverb. So this Valhalla Vintage Verb with a really short decay and just a little bit of mix. And this really adds some more room to the drum pattern. This is the pattern. So this is the pattern for the jam block. And then I've just layered another element, the snare. And I've played around with the pitch of the snare. So instead of playing this one in C, it's playing in F. And then I've added another snare and also pitched this one to F. So all the elements together sound like this. So that's it when it comes to the percussions. And then I've added these toms. So I've added this conga, this one, and this tom. And this is just a really basic pattern. Layering this one with the other one. Just a really basic pattern. Combining this with all the other percussions. And then I've added this classic Afrobeat shaker loop. Then I've added the kick pattern and I've used this kick. I've normalized it. And this is the first pattern, so it's not playing in C, but it's playing in A. And I've created some variations right here. So combining the percussions and the kick sound like this. So as you can hear, I've played around with the rhythm of the kick. So I added this right here. So as you can see, I've doubled the note on this bar and pushed it down to F. And right here, I've added the triplet kick. How can you do this? Just select the triplet, 1/3 step. And I basically did the same thing right here. So also doubled the kick and use a triplet kick, which is also playing in F. So altogether, it sounds like this. And right here, another melody is coming in and I'm using a guitar. So I'm using the Ample Guitar TC with the empty preset. And I've used this Pro Q3 and just removed all the low frequencies and used a lot of reverb. And I've also reduced some higher frequencies using the equalizer, which is built into the mixer. So this sounds like this. So as you can hear, I've made an adjustment to the kick pattern and to the bass line. So I've just removed some of the first notes. I made an adjustment to the velocity of the kick. You can do this by creating an animation clip or just adjusting the volume manually. So that's basically it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this guide through tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. Make sure to subscribe and leave it a thumbs up for the algorithm. Also make sure to let me know in the comments what you want to see in one of my next videos, and see you guys in one of my next tutorials.